are actually taking the force and moving a distance or a displacement. The force applied with the hand, this hand, and the displacement it makes that when multiplied, we will get the what is called work done by the force. So in this case, this work is done in the form of potential energy in the spring. That is what is called elastic potential energy. In the case of a spring also that is possible. In the case of a string also that is possible. Right? Okay. Suppose a string is hanging from a rigid support from the ceiling of this house and a heavy weight is added. Then what is happening? It is extended. It is extended. Am I correct? Once the weight added is removed, the string comes back to its original shape and size because there is a energy inside the string that is developed, because when you have pulled with a force, you are doing work against the restoring force. So every object has a restoring force. It tries to maintain its size and shape always. That is why when one end of a string is pulled down, there is a force that is created within the string. So we are pulling it downwards. That means you are doing some work to deshape it, to deconfigure it. So when it is pulled to a certain distance down, then an energy, we are doing some work on the string, and that work is stored in the form of energy. This is called elastic potential energy. Once the pulling force is removed, the string or a spring can come back to its original shape and size, because already there was energy. That energy is used by the string or the spring to come back to its original configuration. And this energy is called what is called a potential energy. What potential energy? Elastic potential energy. So in the case of a spring, it can be observed, and also in the case of a string also it can be observed. Next is expression for kinetic energy. I am going to tell you the expression for kinetic energy, because we have to prove that A is equal to half mv square. Mechanical energy, I said mechanical energy is of two kinds, and one is called kinetic energy, other is called potential energy. First of all, we are going to derive an expression for kinetic energy. So kinetic energy, what is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square, means kinetic energy is directly proportional to the mass of the body, and also kinetic energy is directly proportional to the square of the velocity of the body. So in this case, let us consider a body of mass m is at rest, and at rest means its velocity v0 is equal to 0. Body of mass is equal to mass of the body is equal to m, and its velocity is v0, v0 is equal to 0. That means a body of mass m was kept on the surface of a table, and its velocity is equal to 0. It was at rest. And all of a sudden, a constant force is applied on the body, so that its velocity increases to v after traveling a distance s. Am I correct? So body is here like this. It is kept on the table, and it is v0 is equal to 0. Now it is acted on by a force, so that it gets displaced through a displacement s, and now its velocity is equal to v. So due to what its velocity changed? Velocity changed due to the application of this constant value force. That means the body moves only in the same direction of the motion of the body. Theta is equal to 0. Theta is equal to 0. In the same direction of the constant force, the body is moving, and it is getting displaced. After displacement of s meter, its velocity becomes equal to v as shown in the figure. But the body starts on rest. Am I correct? Okay. Now we can this work done by the constant force W, we can write as equal to, that is equal to F into ds. I can write. F into ds means, or F into S we can write. Okay. F into S. That means work done is a scalar product. That means F dot ds I wrote. Right? Simply we can write this is equal to F, because F dot vector F dot s vector s is equal to F s cos theta. Theta is equal to 0, therefore cos 0 is equal to 1. Therefore, that can be given as equal to simply F s also we can. This is equation. Right? Once again, body of mass m is at rest, and it is acted on by a constant force F. after traveling a distance s in the same direction as the force, its velocity becomes equal to v. Then work done by the constant force is given by vector f dot vectors, that is equal to fs cos theta. Here theta is equal to 0. Therefore, fs cos theta is equal to fs cos 0, that is equal to fs. This is equation number 1. Right? Now, from this second law of third equation of motion, we have v square is equal to v0 square plus 2as also we can write. But v0 means this is equal to 0 square plus 2a into s we can write. Am I correct? This is the condition. Therefore, s is equal to, right? That is v square is equal to 2as. Therefore, s is equal to what we can write? V square divided by 2a we can write. S is equal to v square divided by 2a. So applying this relation, we will get W is equal to Fs. That is equal to F. Everybody knows that. What? F is equal to mass into acceleration, right? Mass into acceleration. That is, this is equal to ma into v square divided by 2a also we can write. So mass is the m is the mass of the body, a is the acceleration of the body, right? And F is equal to mass into acceleration into S we have proved as equal to v square divided by 2a. A and A cancels. We will get this as equal to half mv squared. Right? Work done by the constant force on a body is equal to the kinetic energy attained by the body. Or the relation for kinetic energy we have proved as equal to what? Kinetic energy Ke is equal to half mv squared. You can note down this also like this. See the video very concentratively and also very slowly. You will understand, try to understand the things and note down in your notebook, right? So this is W is equal to half mv square. W is equal to W means in this case this is equal to kinetic energy. Therefore, K is equal to half mv square. Half mv square. So work done by a constant force is equal to kinetic energy attained by the body. So this is the inference that we got from this topic. Right? Next we are coming to is an alternative method of doing this. Now we can use integration method also to prove this one. That is W. Suppose that a constant force F is acting on a body for a very short interval of time, so that the displacement of the body is equal to ds, a small displacement. For a very short interval of time, a constant force is acting on the body, so that the displacement produced on the body is equal to ds. Therefore, the small work done dw is equal to f dot ds we can write. That is equal to f ds cos theta. As the body moves in the direction of the displacement, theta is equal to 0. This can be as equal to simply f ds also we can write. This is dw. That means a constant force is acting on a body for a very small interval of time, right? The small work done is given by f ds. Suppose the velocity of the body is changing from v0 to 0 to v, then the total work done is given by, suppose the the velocity of the body is changing from 0 value to v value, the total work done is given by w is equal to integral 0 to v f ds also we can. Am I correct? Yeah. For a very small velocity change, the value of work done is this much. If the velocity is changing from v0 to v, the total work done is equal to f ds. So you can consider this way also. A constant force is acting on a body for a very short time, so that its velocity is changing for a small value dv. Due to the displacement ds, the work done is equal to f ds we can. Suppose the velocity is changing from 0 to a value v, the total work done is equal to integral ds. For a small value work done is obtained, the large value, the whole value of work done can be obtained for the whole value of displacement is given is equal to 0. Integral 0 to v f ds also we can. Am I correct? This I have right here. F is equal to what? F is equal to m into integral 0 to v m into dv by dt into ds also we can. This is integral 0. This is definite integral 0 to be m dv by dt into ds. Why dv by dt? Because f is equal to mass into acceleration. That means dv by dt is acceleration into ds. The same thing I am writing as equal to m into integral 0 to be m into that I am writing is like this m into ds by dt into dv also. Right? But ds by dt is equal to v only. So this is taken as m is a constant can be taken outside into integral 0 to v. ds by dt means v dv. So now it is integration is possible, right? We can integrate velocity with respect to velocity itself. That is integral v dv. Integral v dv is equal to v square by 2. That is m into v square by 2 within limits 0 to v. This 0 to v now. Once after integration, it will be kept in the square bracket and put the limits like this. Right now, upper limit minus lower limit. In the place of v, we will put the upper limit first. Then you will get that this is equal to m into v square by 2 minus m into what? 0 square by 2. Right? M into v square by 2 minus m into 0 square by 2. Right? Upper limit minus lower limit. In place of v, you are putting first the value upper limit v and next the lower limit of v0. Then we got like this. So this cancels. You will get work done is equal to half mv square. So work done by a force is equal to the kinetic energy or the kinetic energy. When you are doing a work on a body, that work can be converted into kinetic energy of the body. The body starts moving with a velocity. So kinetic energy is contained in the body. That is W is equal to half mv square. This is